Welcome to another soul searching episode series. Today we're going to talk about our overnight investigation of the Sallie House. And guess how we ended up there? Guess who was the one who wanted to visit Sallie?
And fight the demons.
You know, I was really, because I've never been to a place which it was supposed to be a place with demons, you know. So I was really apprehensive about going to this place. I was kind of scared, and I usually don't get scared, but I've never been around anything evil, so to speak. But after being here, I don't even think we were around a demon or anything evil. I think it's like that meme that says, you know, I hope that we'll be best friends even after we die, so we can be ghost friends and haunt people.
I don't even know how that could be a meme. Oh. Why do you look at ghost people memes?
It's cute. But anyway, I think that's what's going on at Sallie House. I think it's a bunch of mischievous ghosts. I think the place is crazy haunted. I really do. And there's more than one spirit there. And I think they're just having like a party in the afterlife, haunting people.
It's like a bacchanal.
What's a bacchanal?
It's like a party with so much wine dedicated to the god Bacchus.
I think these spirits are having a really good time. Doing the research, I don't think there's any reasonable explanation on which spirits and why they are there haunting. I think it's land related. You know, I don't really think it's house related. Because when I get into the history, you'll see that there's been a lot of tragedy in this area. But let's start with the claims. At the Sallie House, you will see an apparition of a little girl named Sallie. You will see a demon. Toys will move and form a circle on their own. Things are moved in general. Things are thrown. The lights will turn on and off by themselves, and they also flicker. You will hear voices, growls. You'll hear knocks and bangs. You'll feel cold, pushed, scratched, and touched. And I think we established 6 of these claims from the evidence review. Mm-hmm. Well, for anybody to understand what's going on here, let's start with the history. Atchison is located on the eastern side of Kansas along the Missouri River. It was once occupied by Plains tribes such as the Kansa. By 1764, French fur traders had well-established trading posts along the Missouri River. In 1832, by treaty, the Kickapoo tribe had moved from Missouri to this area. In 1833, the missionaries followed them. In 1836, infected people were coming by steamboat, which caused a smallpox epidemic that lasted until 1840, leaving 17,000 Native Americans dead along the Missouri River. The Europeans continued to come to the area, and the natives were then relocated west and south within the Kansas Territory, leaving their ceremonial and burial grounds behind. The natives were told to become farmers, and when their crops were destroyed by flooding, they were told to move further south into Oklahoma and Mexico. In 1854, the city of Atchison was founded, and the territory of Kansas wanted to become a state. That same year, the Kansas-Nebraska Act was enacted, which allowed the people of a new state to decide whether they would be a slave state or a free state. Guerrilla-type warfare erupted between the pro- and anti-slavery groups who invaded the territory, which became known as Bleeding Kansas. Kansas would eventually become a free state in January of 1861. Also in the 1860s, railroad expansion would take even more Native American lands. It was around this time the Finney family moved to Kansas. By 1871, the Finneys had purchased a parcel of land in Atchison, upon which they built a home. A year later, Mr. Finney died in that home. Later, so would one of their sons. In 1879, the eldest son, James Finney, built a home next door to his parents. That home is now known as the Sallie House. In 1883, James deeded his home to his mother, Kate. James moved to St. Louis, Missouri to become a hardware salesman. He later died in 1900, but not in the home. In 1899, Mother Kate sold the home to Joanna Barnes, who had been previously institutionalized for being declared violently insane. She was divorced and continued to live in the home with her 4 children for 7 years when she remarried her husband and moved to a different city. In 1906, James's sister Agnes Finney acquired the home from Johanna. Agnes's husband died in 1918, but not in the home. After his death, Agnes turned the home into a boarding house. Agnes died in the home after several months of illness on November 28, 1939. She is the first known death in the Sallie House. Charles Finney, the brother of Agnes and James, took over the home, but he never lived there, having built his own home on the other side of his parents. Charles was a doctor, but he never practiced medicine in the home, having his own medical office in Atchison. Charles died in 1947 and at a different location. Over the next 10 years, the home was rented out. In 1958, Ethel Anderson moved into the home, living there until 1990. After Ethel left, the home was rented to a family whose daughter claimed to have a friend named Sallie. On December 31st, 1992, Debra and Tony Pickman rented the home. They claimed that the lights would flicker, turn on and off by themselves. Objects would move and be thrown. Stuffed toys would form a circle on their own, and toys would turn on by themselves. Nearly 7 months later, after moving into the home, Tony and his brother saw a stuffed bear turn around on its own. They decided to pack up and leave. During the packing, on July 15, 1993, Tony received 3 scratch marks across his back. A psychic visited the home and claimed to have communicated with a little girl named Sallie. In October 1993, Tony claimed he saw Sallie in the kitchen. Tony would continue to be attacked. They believed there was something more sinister in the home. Rumor had it that it was a demon and that the crawl space in the basement was a portal to hell. The second known death in the house happened in the spring of 1994 when Tony accidentally killed the family cat by placing it into the clothes dryer. Looking at these cat scratches, and based on an EVP we capture, I think it is possible that some of Tony's scratches were not demonic. Eventually, the Pickmans moved in 1994. The house would have 2 more families as tenants. The landlord claimed that both of these tenants drew a pentagram in the basement. So, what did you think about that?
I feel like there's a lot of weird stuff associated with the Sallie House.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't really think it's house related because there's only one lady who had died there. I think it's land related. I mean, we had the whole issue with the Native Americans, the smallpox, and then the bleeding Kansas over the fight for slavery. So there was a lot of tragedy that took place, in this area. I do think because Tony killed that cat, it's quite possible that the cat was responsible for some of their scratches. What do you think, Tiger? And we did capture an EVP that I'm going to play later for you that will help you understand my thought on why those scratches may be cat related and not demon related. But I first want to start with the visual evidence. So let's get going.
And obviously we need headphones for visual evidence.
The claim is that the toys will form a circle. So we went in there, we messed around, and we took a picture before we left the room. So when we came back, we could compare it. And we got all excited about it. But stationary cameras captured things. Let's watch. You guys want to go in a different room? To the closet or to the attic?
No, there's the attic right there.
Oh,
Ouch.
so it's not like a...
The attic's right there. And
So
they got
should we
it
go in
screwed
this room?
closed.
Hello? Is there anybody in here? Things happen when you have a group of people together, so the toys did not move. The bed shake. And then Iva. Can you show us a yes answer? Back and forth. Iva, stop.
What do you think? The first one was find him, and then it says you win.
Iva, stop. Can you show us a no answer?
Up again.
Orb.
Oh.
In the circle, there she goes. Okay, Iva, stop. Can you show us an I don't know? Okay, then counterclockwise is I don't know.
7.
Thank you, Iva. Iva, do you know we're at the Sallie House? Yes. Are we
So,
welcome at the Sallie House?
Diction, you know how you speak? The diction and the
Yes, we're welcome here.
Oh, yay.
The demon is like, yay, free food.
Are there negative spirits at this house, Iva? No.
Huh.
Oh wait,
I didn't think
she's-
so.
Yeah, there she's going to strong no. Look at that.
I didn't think there was.
Are there good spirits here? Yes. Is Sallie a child? Yes. Iva, stop. Stop. Is Sallie a demon? No. That's a pretty strong no, too. Did Sallie like Tony? Nothing.
Right.
Did Sallie scratch Tony? Nothing. Is it possible we could get scratched? Yes. Is it Sallie who scratches people? Is it someone other than Sallie who scratches people? Yes.
I knew it. Are they still in the house?
Iva, stop. Is the spirit who scratches people here? Yes. Is that spirit grumpy? Yes. Iva, stop. Did that spirit die here? Yes. Iva, stop. Stop. Is that spirit male? It's like she can't decide. Yes. Iva, stop. Did that person get murdered? I don't know. Did that person live here at one time?
Why is this phone
Yes.
making that noise? You hear that? Ask it about you know, with the animals. Like,
Iva, stop. You can ask her.
again?
Ask her.
What, did they sacrifice animals downstairs?
Yes.
Iva, is there some demons under the stairs in that big hole down there?
ITC Legion Perilous loaded.
She's saying yes, but earlier she said there was no demons here.
But she was more specific. She said in the hole.
Oh.
And they say that it could be a portal. So
Maybe
would
through the
that
hole.
be considered here or there?
Iva, stop.
I'm just. I know maybe. You don't
Iva,
understand.
stop. Are there demons only in that hole? Yes.
Aww.
Iva, stop. Are there demons anywhere else in the house?
Did he say leave?
Lead.
Oh.
She's saying there's no demons anywhere else in the house, just in that hole.
Oh.
We're safe.
Iva, stop. Is there a spirit down here, Iva, who wants to talk to us? Yes. Iva, stop.
Yes.
Is that spirit's name, was it Jacob?
Jacob.
Is that,
Doubt.
Wow.
what did it say?
Doubt.
Is that spirit's name Jacob, Iva? I don't know. Can we talk to that spirit, Iva? Yes. Iva, stop.
I'm feeling a certain kind of way.
Is it a good spirit? Yes. Iva, stop. Is there anything you guys want to ask that spirit? Like yes or no question? Nobody wants to ask
Not
him?
this one.
Is there an evil presence in here?
I don't know.
Key ring. What do you mean key ring?
Do you appear like a key ring to the spirit? Yes. Did people do ceremonies down here? Yes. That spot on the floor, was it once a pentagram?
I could see maybe.
She says yes.
Did the ceremony they did down here bring out the demons?
Yes.
I knew it.
Iva, stop. Are those demons still here? Answer the question, Iva. Are those
shaking.
demons still, I know. Are those demons still here? Oh wow, look at her.
What?
Do you see that? How much she jumped? Iva, are those demons still here? Look at her go. Are you, Iva, are you going to answer the question? Iva, are we safe here? Yes.
She was like shaking.
Yeah, she didn't want to answer that question at all.
Threat.
Threat.
Iva, stop. Iva, should we be afraid of the demons?
She's shaking again.
Yes. Is the demon in that hole over there? Over there. Is that where the demon's at?
Intermittent.
Iva, stop.
Since we're minute.
Occasionally.
Is the demon right beside us? Did you see the bed shake?
I didn't see the bed shake, but I heard the noise.
Yeah, and I went back through the video. It's me locking the front door at 8:55 on that same clip of film, and then the bed shakes happened at 11:53. So it wasn't the front door, because initially I thought maybe that's what it was, because that front door was kind of tricky. Plus, it was the door right underneath that bedroom. So I don't know. I can't explain the bang, because I don't remember hearing any bang when we were there, and I can't explain the shaking.
It could just be you guys going out to the back porch to smoke.
Yeah, but the back door didn't really stick. I guess if somebody slammed it, but that's on the other side of the house from where the bed
Small
was.
house, old house.
True, true. I thought it was interesting though, visually. And then Iva, I don't think you've ever talked about what you think about Iva.
She's a pet rock
Yeah, she's a cool
on a
pet rock.
string.
You don't think that she's legit? Do you think I move her?
I think you subconsciously do it.
Do it without knowing.
Yeah, like, again, micro movements in your hand. You can't hold your arm perfectly still.
But I've watched the video because I try not to move it, and I will see my hand move, but sometimes my hand moves, but the pendulum don't move. I think that's interesting, But the real story at the Sallie House is the audio evidence. So, I'm just going to let you watch these clips. We got some really cool stuff. That's why I think this place is just crazy haunted. Ready to check it out? Mm-hmm. The first clip, nobody was in the house. We set up an IR camera in the living room with a talking Bible going, and we were all out to dinner. So unless somebody snuck in when we weren't there, these are legit.
And he flashed, and he took one of his ribs, and closed up the flesh, then thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth thee, and thou shalt eat the herb. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of and there was a strife between the herdsmen of Abraham's cattle and the herdsmen of Lot's cattle, and the Canaanites. And he took one of his ribs, 120 feet. There were giants in the earth in those days, and all in the earth in those days, the herdsmen of Abraham's cattle and the herdsmen of Lot's cattle, and the Canaanites cattle and the herdsmen of Lot's cattle, and the Canaanites cattle and the herdsmen of Lot's cattle, and the Canaanites.
Those days.
Okay, nobody's in the house. What's your
Hold
explanation?
on. That those days one sounds like the Bible recording. It's just him saying those days. It sounds exactly like the guy.
Is it in the scripture?
Yes. It's in Genesis, and it's right after he says giants. It's not exactly the same.
Okay. What about the devil?
Get debunked! Roll the clip!
Alright. I'll give you this one. But to me it sounded like more than one voice there. It sounded like a female voice too. Got more audio for you, some really cool audio too. Let's play the next clip. All right. Now the interesting thing about so far what we've shown you has been on stationary equipment. And I have to say that most of everything we captured was on stationary equipment. Usually you capture very little. You know, it seems like when you're being interactive is when you pick up most of the phenomena. In the beginning here, that's when that recorder was turned off. We were out to dinner. That's the same time when that camera was going on in the living room.
Okay, so what I think it is like a mouse or something.
Well, how do you explain it turned off?
If you tap the button once, it stops the recording, and then after a while, the device just turns off.
Right, there was definitely something there. So, I know you didn't hear my growls.
I mean, I heard rumbling, but that could be attributed to like the bajillion trucks that kept driving by and like honking at us.
The growling happened around 6 a.m. The bangs and that breath, we were all sleeping when that took place.
Can be explained by somebody shifting around in their bed.
On air mattresses.
Yeah, making the
This
ground.
is in the basement.
Yeah, a small old house with a creaky ass floor. That last bang could be attributed to you guys just going in and out with the door.
Okay, I thought it was pretty cool. Let's move on. In this clip, we captured EVPs. This is throughout all the investigating.
All over, there's legions and legions and legions.
Okay, Iva.
My husband's learning to be.
Are you scared of the demons? The demons? The demons? The demons?
I pulled that battery out of that. You want us to go? 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 Go?
I have this. Oh, can I have it? Oh, can I have it? Oh, can I have it?
Hello, is there anybody in here? If you want to talk to, just talking to this recorder. I'll set it right up here.
What?
Ooh, this is the rocking chair that made.
I picked it back up, put it back. What was that? Did you hear
That
something?
sounded like a cat. Now?
Yeah, but deeper. I picked it.
Anybody else smell cat pee?
Ow! Damn shit, no.
No?
I do.
You smell cat pee?
Yep.
All of a sudden I smell cat
I
pee.
do.
Is there a cat in here?
14 EVPs from the time I entered the house until we woke up in the morning. That place is crazy haunted, and from different voices too. What did you think about those EVPs?
A lot of them just sounded like noises pulled out of context.
What do you think about the meow? I mean, Misty even heard that in her own ear. That wasn't just on the equipment.
We did see a cat hanging around when we got there.
But this is on the second floor, like at 1 a.m. I mean, if there was a cat, it wouldn't be on the second floor.
Cats
If
get
no
weird
cats were
places.
inside the house. It would have, the
There's like,
windows were
isn't
closed.
there like an overhang over the porch?
What do you mean out in front?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, but
Maybe a cat could have gotten up there.
windows were closed. I mean, in this house, the walls are like concrete too. I guess it's hard plaster. I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting though that the second death in the house is a cat. The person who accidentally killed the cat was scratched.
Are you insinuating that, what's his face, Pickman?
Tony
Pickman was not a good guy?
You know, I don't know. I don't know him personally. And I've heard stories where other people have put their cat in the dryer and killed it. It just seems to me if we put Tiger in the dryer, we'd hear it. I don't think she'd take it lightly. And the way it was set up, he was supposedly vacuuming in the living room, so that's why he didn't hear it. But the living room was right, with the washer and dryer wasn't in the basement, it was in the kitchen. So the two rooms were next to each other. I could see if it was in the basement and he was upstairs. I don't know. Accidents do happen though. I don't know him personally. I do know that he had a lot of bad thoughts, he claimed, while he was living there. He claimed, that there was an evil presence that was making him think about things and do certain things. So
It's like, at that point, don't call a psychic, see a therapist.
oh, this is my favorite. The next clip is my favorite. I want to see you debunk this. Let's watch.
That was that's baby Becky Buck. I bet you when I was a little kid and that I was on my stroller and she used to watch me, but her head would turn. I bet you that's why, because she's got those eyes. I'm scared to touch it. She's got those eyes.
Make her head
Pick her
spin.
up. Pick her up. She's
Bigger
looking this
bigger
way
it
now.
comes.
She's looking like this.
She's looking at me.
She's looking at me.
She's looking at me.
Take a picture.
Wait a
Get
minute,
close.
hold on.
Go close up.
Okay,
Close
hold
up.
on.
I take these child's babies like tape.
Okay.
Alright.
I fixed your babies for you then.
There you go.
I don't know.
Did you do that?
What's
the bed?
now?
Was it bed?
I
Do
tried
it
to
again,
go.
do it again.
I'm going
Oh, she's
to,
looking
that's what I
straight.
got.
Who's here?
I fixed your
Wait a minute,
babies
alright.
for you though.
Okay, go. I don't know. Where?
That
Was
was
it
her
the bed?
sitting down.
Was it the bed?
I
Well,
tried
do
to
it
go.
again, do it again.
I'm going
Oh, she's
to,
looking
that's what I
straight.
got.
Who's here? Okay, go. I don't know. Okay, go. I don't know.
What'd you think?
Well, I'm saying those footsteps are probably mine. Those bangings could probably also be attributed to me in some way.
Did you scream, hey?
No. I'm telling you, so many people freaking walked past that house.
Yeah, but this was like 2 a.m. because this was toward the end of our investigation. We were on the second floor and we wrapped up around 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Unless that was you knocking and screaming, hey, I don't think it's anybody else. I think it's really, really cool. The coolness doesn't stop there, though. We got a lot of physical evidence. I've got so much physical evidence that I made a little clip. You want to watch it?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Girl! What? Don't touch my hand. I'm cold. I'm not supposed to come up off the couch. I was just laying there like this, and I'm doing, I'm almost asleep, and it felt like a cold ass wind. I never really had. Oh, God. Yeah, it feels warm in here now. I'm warm asleep.
We were outside for a half an hour.
I was actually, when I first walked outside though, I was warmer outside than I was in here all last night. I was like a frozen freaking popsicle.
Now, that is some good physical evidence. I love that picture of a demon. Nothing convincing.
Not really.
So what is it going to take to convince you?
I want to get scratched in the face
Did you hear that, Tiger? Tiger can accommodate that.
by an invisible force from hell.
She means that because our final clip is her attempting to get scratched by, what was that? A force from hell?
Hey there, demons. It's me, your boy.
Crazy bitch.
And she's on the pentagram.
Crazy
I gotta
bitch.
back up a little bit to get her fully on there.
Oh shit.
There we go. We got the full picture now.
You're not well.
Crazy.
Do you feel anything? Do you feel anything? Can you feel anything?
No.
Somebody put the crucifix on top of her.
Oh, yeah.
Where is it?
I set it by my camera bag on the floor.
Oh, well, I'm definitely taking a picture, yeah.
I can do this for my senior teeth.
So how's it feel down there, Katie?
Hey, there's stuff
I
flying
actually
all
might
over
fall
here.
asleep.
Do you want to sleep down here? No.
I got my bed up there.
Yeah, actually it smells less mildewy down here.
That's what I said earlier. I was like,
It's just like, it's kind of like a cool little basement.
it's probably in the carpet pattern. You know, you can't never get rid of the smell there.
Yeah. Very nice.
What? No.
Very nice.
I'm in the Sallie House.
Make it a view
basement.
shot from this way. You couldn't have got me on that pentagram. I think that's it.
It's a black smudge on the floor.
I think that's it, because I
I
can't
laid
read
in
my
worse.
notes. I can't read my notes. Tiger's overtaken my notes. See? If we killed this cat, she would murder us with scotches.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell thing because for some reason YouTube thought that was a good idea. Still mad about it. Comment if you want, share us around like a Facebook, yada yada yada. We try to post on Wednesdays. We'll see how that works.
Hey, so next week, which one you want to do?
I don't know, the world is my oyster.
I don't know. Old St. Louis Road was fun. You'll love it. Bye.
Bye.